I've always believed that an artist is just an ordinary person who pays attention. It's so easy amidst our busy lives to overlook the beauty around us. But art forces us to slow down, to acknowledge through the admiration of something painstakingly crafted, for no reason but the celebration of its source of inspiration, the value of even the smallest things. The way the early morning sun sparkles amidst the reeds. The luminous painting that is the wing of a butterfly. The sumptuous beauty of a single flower. Nature continues to be the driving inspiration behind my work, but my true interests are not those of a biologist, an ecologist, or a documentarian. Far from eschewing representation, I use it as a tool to explore ideas beyond the animal I am painting, to create something of lasting depth and beauty that tells the viewer as much about me as it does about the subject itself. Ray Bradbury once wrote, "At base, science is no more than an investigation of a miracle we can never explain, and art is an interpretation of that miracle." Nowhere do science and art collide with such poetry as in wildlife art, and with the advent of a burgeoning contemporary wildlife art movement, of which I am a part, that nexus is providing a fertile ground for the germination of new ideas. Between the drudgery of illustration and the vacuity of decoration lies the evocative. That is the realm of the artist. The process is often slow, always thoughtful, and detail-oriented. It requires nuance, a great deal of patience, and a steady hand. But most importantly, a single quality that all artists share, the vision to bring into the world from the humblest of materials something new and valuable, an artifact, an open window into the unique way that artists see and respond to the world around them. I have dedicated my life to that task. Opening first at the Lindsay Wildlife Experience in Walnut Creek, California, then touring to the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum in Tucson, Arizona, and the Hiram Blauvelt Art Museum in Oradell, New Jersey, The Modern Wild, one of the largest and most significant collections of my work ever assembled in one place, traces my artistic evolution over the past 15+ years of my career. From my beginnings, painting in the paradigm of late 20th century ecological animal art, to experimenting with the stylization and abstraction that would one day emerge into my signature style, to the inclusion of text in some of my paintings, sometimes to dramatic effect, other times humorous, to an obsession with the trompe-l'oeil still life, with its richness of minute detail and quiet symbolism. An emphasis on pattern and repetition, and even the non-objective use of color, to intimate portraits evolving into an exploration of animal subjects as icons. Even an in-depth look at my own process from first inspiration to concept to completion, with subjects ranging from the familiar to the not so familiar, the commonplace to the exotic. From our own backyard to straight out of the imagination, The modern wild has something to offer everyone. Wildlife art is more relevant today than at its very inception on the walls of caves, only for a very different reason. Wildlife art no longer represents the connection that we have with nature, but the connection we wish we had, that we ought to have. We have so alienated ourselves from nature that we need art to once again bring our lives back into focus in the broader context of the natural world. To that end, I humbly do my small part and invite you to join me and step into the modern wild.